quick phone stream tonight. Let me grab my notes actually. Because I made a commitment to you guys and to myself to do a Summerland show every Monday through Friday. We're going to nail down the time and get everything more systematized. But for now, I'm just going to do it like this. So I wanted to make a really brief one tonight. This is Summerland, the Summerland show episode number 3. And today it's about fake problems and fake suffering. Now, a lot of people have gotten upset with me when I said, end your fake suffering. My suffering's not fake, it's real, and they'll defend it all day. But that's not the point. The point is to begin to identify the difference between what is a real problem, okay, what is real suffering that you must endure, and then what is a fake problem, what is fake suffering. So let's start with a real problem. A real problem is you have some aim. Let's just say it's an aim that you bought a house and you want to continue living in that house, and the roof goes out and now you need a new roof. There's a real problem. Okay, so you start taking steps to figure out the real problem, get a new roof. Okay, real suffering could be you lose someone, God forbid, you lose someone very close to you, they die. And you must go through the process of dealing with that, death. That is some real suffering that you may have to endure. Or you have a goal that requires a lot of hard work. And some of that hard work is unpleasant. So while you're doing it, what you're experiencing is a bit of real suffering. Now, what you will learn in all the Radical Undoing training, the Summerland training, stuff you can find in the playlist here on the channel, is tactics, tools, exercises, and mindset shifts that will allow you to endure the real suffering that you're going through and even real pain that you're going through, but with joy, where you can embrace those things, especially when they're inevitable. Okay, so that's some of what I teach. That's some of what you'll learn. That's some of what clients have reported they get from doing the Radical Undoing and Summerland training. Okay, and there's one specific exercise which I'm not going to share here. It's sort of involved, but it's in a lot of the Summerland training. We do it sometimes before the weekly Radical Undoing sessions. And I will put links below. Right now I'm having a mess. I'm converting a lot of the website and everything over, not the website, but all the training and all the community and everything to a new platform. So please be patient in the meanwhile, but all the links will be updated and you'll be able to register for these things very soon. So there's an exercise we do, and then there's 2 other ones that you can use to completely ground out the charge, an emotional charge, and then the crap that gets going in your mind. So when you find yourself fake suffering. So before cat toy. Before I had said that we defined real suffering and real problems. So now I'm going to define fake problems and fake suffering and tell you a little bit of story, a little story about my own life where I created a fake problem out of nothing. And at the time, it was quite devastating to realize what I had done. And then after that, we're going to do face stretches for 5 minutes. The exercise is simple twist of face. I hope you'll do it along with me because then you get an experience out of this stream, not just watching a talking head and processing things in your mind. And then we'll do the Atlas Shrug, the shoulders to ears exercise also for 90 seconds, and then I'm going to go. Like I said, this is going to be a very short stream. So first, as I said, I will explain what is a fake problem. A fake problem, let me start with fake suffering. So fake suffering is where there's nothing that's actually happened, but maybe you're imagining events in the future that you think will be bad. And then you are experiencing tension and emotional reaction to the contents of your imagination. That's what I call fake suffering. That's it in a nutshell. You're reacting to the contents of your imagination that are not based in reality. Let's see if I can set this up on that. There we go. That are not based in reality. And then reacting to the contents of your imagination as if what's happening in there is happening in reality. And so your body starts to respond to what's in your imagination as if it's happening now. Okay, so that is what's fake suffering. And then fake problems are what you create as a result of the fake suffering in the mind. You start to handle or deal with the suffering you've created in your mind, and then you create real life problems based on that. So I'm going to give you a quick example. My example, this goes back to long before I found out about the training and the radical undoing. This goes back to like, man, it could have been like 1999. I think it was 97 even. But I went with a girlfriend to this big camp out thing. I used to be a protester, anarchist, and all this stuff. And so I went to this camp out in Wisconsin when I lived in Minnesota with my girlfriend at the time. Her name was Jeannie. Sweet woman. I wish I'd have done better, but here we are. So we're at this camp out, and it was like for all these protesters and different things. And so we met up with all these people, and let's just say a lot of angry people. That's what you get with protesters a lot of the time. I myself was included in that. And there was some rumor going around that some people didn't like me, and then that she also was a part of that. But I wasn't certain that's what was going on. I just heard rumors. And being a young, crazy kid, I started reacting like as if she already wanted to break up with me. So in my head, she was already breaking up with me, and I needed to deal with that. And I was freaking out. I was just freaking out. And then my attitude toward her was basically like begging her to not do so. And she was surprised. She didn't even know what was going on or why I was acting that way. But based on my desperation and based on the way I was acting around her, she was totally pushed away. She was totally turned off. Now, that didn't end the relationship. We ended up staying together, I think maybe 2-3 months after that. But everything was weird from that point on. And I was acting out of desperation as if this had already happened. Okay, but it hadn't already happened. And so based on me reacting to the contents of my imagination, instead of just standing my ground and dealing with what was going on in reality, I ended up basically destroying my own relationship at that time. So that's an example of a fake problem that was created out of fake suffering that was going on in my mind, because at that time I didn't know how to tell the difference. The contents of my imagination were equal to reality, or even more important to me than reality. The reality was nothing was wrong. Everything was fine. But me reacting to the contents of my imagination, thinking that she's leaving, thinking that she hates me because of some rumors, was not true. But then my reactions to the contents of my fake suffering, my reaction to my emotional reaction to the contents in my imagination, created the fake problem, which of course then became a real problem because it happened, what I had feared. So that's just a simple example of a fake problem and of fake suffering. So those of you watching this either now or later in the, hey Luke, nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. So then many years later, when I found the undoing and learned about how the mind works and how the body works and how the emotions work and all that kind of stuff, then I could look back and see, oh man, I created that out of nothing. Created it out of absolute nothing. Everything was fine, and it could have been fine. So that's just an example, but I want to make this experiential. What I want you guys to do that are watching this is put in the comments, if you're, only share what you want to share, but share an example of a time that you came up with some fake suffering in your mind and created fake problems in your life based on overreacting to the contents of your imagination. That's what this short stream is about. And we'll go deeper into this on longer streams in the future. But like I said, I got a late start tonight. I'm tired and a little bit sick, so I just want to make it a quick one. So just examine your life and look, are there fake sufferings that you're reacting to? Or is there bullshit in your imagination that you're reacting to as if it's real? And then if you want to share in the comments a time that you created a fake problem in your life, and then and if it's something that's going on now currently, then I will take it in the comments, and in a future stream I'll try to give you direct help. I'll give you direct tools or advice or mindset shifts that you can use right away to end the fake suffering of the mind and start getting rid of some of the chronic tension in the body that has arisen due to carrying around all the fake problems and all the fake suffering in your mind. We're trying to reverse all of this here with the Summerland training, with the Radical Undoing. So the final thing we're going to do, this should take just another, let's say, 10 minutes max. We're going to do 5 minutes of the face stretching together, 5 minutes of the a simple twist of face. And as always, these are experiential streams, okay? And in the future, I'm going to start bringing you guys on live, and we'll start handling some of the problems you're going through and the chronic tensions that you have directly, okay? So in future streams, even this week, we're going to start doing that. So be prepared. I'll put up a link in the chat, and then you guys will be able to come on the stream with me, and then we'll blow your mind and help you get some relief and get back to grounded, okay? But right now, to make it experiential, we're going to do the 2 bread and butter exercises of the Radical Undoing and Summerland training. Number 1, if you watch the other streams or if you looked in the playlist, you've seen this exercise before, but it's called a simple twist of face. What we want to do is twist and move all the muscles of the face, the forehead, eyebrows, eyeballs, different directions, eyelids open, closed, cheeks, nostrils, lips, tongue, and jaw. And we're going to do that for, as I said, 5 minutes. So we'll go till, in my time, we'll go till 11:28. At the same time, you want to keep on breathing. So you want to breathe in the belly and in the chest and twist and move the face with a lot of contractions. Use a lot of intensity. So you contract the face muscles and move through the contraction, like this. Kind of like if I contract my these muscles and then I move through it like that, how I'm shaking. It should be the same with the face muscles. So let's do this together. Whether you're watching this now live or you're watching it later on video, we're going to twist and move the face. And try to make different combinations. Pull the lips in, stretch out these nerve endings here. Say ah if you want. Take deep breaths. Try to make faces that freak you out, even like. And really just twist and mash and move all the muscles and keep on breathing. So I'll be quiet and do this along with you. It looks funny. And it should feel funny because we're disturbing your chronic identity, which is tied up in all the tensions, all the emotional baggage of the face. We're going to break all that shit apart. And then the breathing is what kind of like lets it all go free. Really make sure you're not just doing the forehead, not just doing the cheeks. You want to do the whole face, all different directions. We'll go another 3 minutes here. And if you yawn, belches, farts, and yawns come first. So do those first if those happen, and then return to the exercise. Remember to keep on breathing. And if you get onto a face where, if you arrive at a face where you feel some reaction to it, stay on that, hang with it. Just keep the muscles tight like that for a few seconds, then move to the next and the next. Remember, if you run out of things to do, you can always make emotional faces, like make an angry face, but really tense. Breathe into it. And make a sad face. Keep on breathing. When you yawn, make loud sounds with it. Make a surprise face. Make a happy surprise face. Make a sad surprise face. Make a fearful face. You know, just move through in about another minute or so here. If you want, you can also tap. You can tap across the forehead. This helps a little bit, especially if you feel some tension up there. But keep breathing, lots of contraction, lots of intensity. Another 30 seconds or so. So we'll go just a little bit longer. And remember the aim, well, we'll talk about this later. Let's finish the exercise. I remember, do this along with me. If it feels funny, that's a good sign. It means you're disturbing the historic identity, stuck in all the chronic tensions of the face, all right? Okay, so we just hit the end of the timer, so let's make one face. Try to tense every face muscle, including the tongue, as tight as you can. Look the eyes some direction. Full breath in and hold. Hold, and I'll count 3, 2, 1. Then we drop all the face tension at one moment, okay? So hold. 3, 2, 1. Say ah. Now just relax. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a couple breaths and just feel the effects of the face stretching exercise. One more full breath. And just feel the effects. Okay? Now, one more exercise. This one will be 90 seconds. Then we'll end the stream for today. Nice short one. So what you're going to do is sit up straight like this. Pull the shoulders up towards your ears. So they're not rolled back. They're not rolled forward. They're just pulled straight up. I got to roll this one. I got to feel my collarbone. So shoulders come straight up. And then this is dynamic. So you keep the shoulders pulled straight up the whole time. We'll start the timing right now. We're going to do 90 seconds. And you want to keep breathing in the belly and keep breathing in the chest. So you start the breath deep in the belly, as deep as you can. And now notice the rest of my body is relaxed. My hands, my arms, my legs, my belly, everything else is relaxed. The neck is not up like this, but down like this, just relaxed. And now you keep pulling the shoulders up tight. And this 90-second exercise, you're going to get so much relief from this, especially if you do it repeatedly, multiple times a day, but at least every single day. You're going to be carrying less and less and less tension over time. But you have to do this every single day, or you might as well not do it at all. So shoulders up. Keep pulling them up. I'm not just leaving them hanging like this. I'm continuously pushing up, and then I'm keeping on breathing. So we go another 30 seconds here. Keep on breathing. And I want you guys all in the chat and later in the comments as well. Share your experiences with the exercise so other people know the goodness of these. Keep on breathing. This one exercise alone will change your life if you do it every day. And I will explain why in more detail on later streams. But for now, it's enough to just do it. Try it out. You got nothing to lose but your tension and your fake problems and fake suffering, okay? So shoulders up. We've been over 90 seconds. So now we're going to pull the shoulders up even tighter. Take a full inhalation. Hold the breath. Hold the shoulders up really tight. Hold. And I'll count 3, 2, 1, and we thrust the shoulders down and say ah, okay? So hold. 3, 2, 1, and ah. Let all the breath out. Close your eyes, take a couple breaths, shake the shoulders out if you need to. Okay, feels amazing. This release is unbelievable. especially if you've been dealing with some chronic tension in the shoulders for a long time. Unbelievable. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to do a longer stream. I haven't quite decided on the topic yet, but I will set up, I'll set the stream up in advance. So make sure that you're subscribed. Click the like and the share and whatever else. Share with friends, families, and your enemies. And make sure that you put the notification bell on so then you get notified as the Summerland stream goes live tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow I will be prepared to bring on a guest as well. So if you're one of the lucky ones and you want to jump on, I'll bring you on live. The rule here is that you got to have a camera set up. So there's no showing up on the stream without want to have face-to-face. So be prepared for that. But yeah, we're going to go into some deeper topics and then I'll start planning the streams out in advance. But I got to decide. I haven't decided on a time for the daily stream yet. So it's going to be a little bit random as we get everything kind of systematized. And then we're going to have a jingle. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff, added in the future. And it looks like a few folks have commented. Vanya says shoulders up is a great exercise. And Deidre says shoulders up is so deeply more profound than it seems. Yeah, that's great. So take their advice. Do these exercises every day without fail. And then come back and check in the comments or send me a private message and let me know how it goes for you. So here's to the end of your fake suffering, of your fake problems, because life comes prepackaged with enough real suffering and real problems. So we want to get rid of the fake stuff so that we can be prepared and we can endure when the real stuff happens. And on a deeper level, what we want to do is to endure, not only to endure, but to endure with joy. And that's what I'm going to be showing you on future episodes of the Summerland show. So that's all I've got left for you for today, but contemplate that. Think about aspects of your own life where you might be doing the fake suffering and where you might be creating fake problems. Share those in the comments. And then in future streams, I'm going to show you how to get rid of all of that stuff. All right, much love and God bless you. Enjoy. Now I can see. Got to see how do I actually end the, there we go.